Welcome to a resource review with the STEM Next monthly asset package. The STEM Next Opportunity Fund has a lot of great resources, and in conjunction with the Indiana Afterschool Network, we have the opportunity to curate some of those resources to make sure that they fit for your youth program. We've split them up into 1 minute, 5 minute, and 20-minute categories. The 1 minutes are quotes that can really get things moving for you. You can look at them real quick and see which one's going to maybe relate to one of your youth specifically, or something you can open up your program with. They're meant to be inspirational and they fit the theme. 5 minutes is going to take you 5 minutes to dig in and figure out what you need and be able to bring that to your youth program. And 20 minutes is going to take you a little bit of time. You're going to have to set aside that time to do some deep work, research, and really start to build yourself up as an educator. It's that professional development time. So I think you'll love each one of these. You'll find something that works for you right away. In our 1 minute, we have some great quotes. The level of comfort and peace that I experience in the parks flows like a stream throughout my life, so that no matter where I am or what I experience, there is a core of me that cannot be disturbed. It keeps me in balance all the time. And our theme for this resource review is environment. And Audrey Peterman gave us that quote, and I think it's really important for our youth to be able to be in a place where they can be anti-fragile and they can start to build up and have that place where they cannot be disturbed by the world. Here, Audrey says that it's nature, and maybe you can find a place to take your kids out into the environment and experience that. Do some mindfulness practice so that they can find that place, that core that cannot be disturbed. It's a really important skill that we can give to our youth. So take a look at those quotes. We also have, for 5 minutes, it'll take a little bit of time to look at this, but here, this is Lindsey Rustad. She's a scientist, a research ecologist on the East Coast, and you can get her personal statement, her biography here. You can figure out what it is that she does with the Forest Service, and then I put it in the 5-minute section because it could take you some time to go through these links here and find an activity that relates to your youth and your program. And there's also some more resources. As you get into here, there's a video where you can hear Lindsey speak, which I always think is really important. It's a way for us to introduce our youth to scientists they might not get to interact with otherwise, and they might find that STEM job that's just right for them. Another 5-minute resource is going to be this section from How to Smile. They've got several, and what I really like about them is they give you the time frames for everything that's going to work for this particular activity. They'll give you the prep time that you'll need, learning time, age range, resources, if there's any possible cost, they'll let you know that too. And again, this is in the 5-minute section. So in 5 minutes, you can run through this and see if it's something that you'd like to do with your learners. And you'll notice over here on the right-hand side, there's also some other links that you can look at some different activities. So I like that you don't have to dig through the whole thing and then find out that it takes an hour and a half to prep. You can find out really quick how long it's going to take. So I went ahead and got another resource for you. This is Reasons for the Season. So it's looking at the different seasons that happen throughout the year. And you can see there's a little more prep time in this one, but it takes about a week and ages 8 to 14. And you can dive in, and as you get in deeper, it'll walk you right through the activity and give you everything that you need to know. So I like these activities because, again, it gives you the prep work that you need to do. And it also, I think, very clearly lets you know, like, maybe this isn't your jam. Like, maybe you don't want to do a seasons. Great. Well, you want to know really quick, right? You don't want to find out after a half hour of studying and digging in that you don't like it. So I like that right up front, they'll tell you if it's going to fit your youth program. I've got 2 great resources for your 20 minutes. If you have 20 minutes, you have some PD time set aside. There's some really great work happening with the Acres Group, After School Coaching for Reflective Educators in STEM. You can join a cohort here, and they're talking about everything from youth voice to parental engagement, and there's a bunch of FAQs right here. Who should get involved? It's likely you. And I really like it because it's talking about coaching. Coaching for you as an after-school educator is really important. I have a love of coaching because I do believe that the answers to all of our problems and the things that are holding us back are likely, those answers are likely right there in your youth program and in you. So what good coaching does is it pulls that out of you so that you're living your best life right now. And then you can go and live your youth program with courage, confidence, and compassion. And I think the Acres Group looks like it can do that. Another interesting piece here is, and it'll take you some time, this is from our friends at STEM Next, who are, all these resources are really coming from that Opportunity Fund in some form. And this is about capacity building. So if you're at a place where you're growing, your youth program is ready to move, this is really the resources, presentations, webinars, everything you need to know about capacity building. They have this actual institute so that you can dive in and start looking at the capacity building side of STEM. So again, this is not a 2-minute resource, right? This is a 20-minute resource. So I want you to know right off the bat what it is that you're getting into. But if you have some time and capacity building is on your list of things to do, this is where you should really dive in. So you might find a resource in the 1 minute, you might find a resource in the 5, or maybe in the 20 on this one. But I hope that you find something that you can use right away for your program.